Talk about Josh too. Is it running?
Yeah, let's talk about Josh.
Oh,
because I got help, and now you just got here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So who's Josh? So Josh is your what do they call him? A pastor?
There are church pastors.
Yeah, but what? Like he's your shepherd because you're a good little Christian, right? So he's like the leader, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to talk about Josh.
Let's talk about why you left Vermont.
Why I left Vermont? Because of people like Josh. Okay, so like.
Why couldn't you get help in Vermont? I mean, you were homeless, right?
Yeah, I was homeless. I was homeless the entire time I was in Vermont, basically. Okay, maybe I don't want to make a video. Can we talk about something fun? Like vodka? Or like what, like your
So now
rent?
you're back in Texas. So
Yeah.
what are you going to do now?
Okay.
Because I have housing, so we're all taken care of. So what are your plans?
Okay, so I'm going to divorce my wife, right? So, like, even if they make a big deal out of it, and they're just like, well, you're their husband, and you should be with them, and you need to subsidize their rent, I'll just say, like, fuck you. I'm going to go on the internet, and I'm going to get divorced. And then what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like what, pay child support? You know, no, but we have equal custody, so, like, it doesn't matter. And, like I just don't take her or something. Or, like, instead of, like, housing her, like, we'll just go to Austin and go to a museum. Or, you know, I could take her to UT. Have you ever been to the UT museum?
No.
Do you want to hold the camera more that way? In front of your face, stupid? In front of your face.
Well,
there you go. Well, so when I'm looking at you and talking to you, it's kind of like, you know, I'm looking at the camera. So
I know, but
like
I'm a little
like
anal, and I wanted you in the center, and now you're off to the side. But it's okay.
Okay, so like, you know, I could just take her to like UT, and remember I was telling you about the Gutenberg Bible? They got one of those there. You know, there's culture in Texas. It's just Texas is not it's a very young state.
Yeah, they'd like going with you.
Yeah. Well, with Alfie it'd be optional. Like well, if I was gonna take him and he started bitching, I would just say, oh. But has his attitude improved?
Yes.
Okay.
Dramatically so.
And so maybe going to Vermont was a good idea, so my theory was correct, at least when it comes to the children's behavior, yes?
Yes.
It seems like a lot of my theories were correct. The only thing I didn't realize was that those people sucked just as much as the people here.
That is correct.
But the people here don't get their entire life subsidized, and life isn't fucking easy as fuck for them. So they're a little bit more desperate.
True.
Yeah. So because of the desperation, it makes the people a little bit more palatable. Palatable means that you can eat it. And I got to the point where I couldn't stomach the Vermonters, because no matter who it is, no matter who, like, they're just happy and they're just smiling and la-da-da-da-da, and, like, they don't talk of anything of substance. They're just like, la-da-da-da. I want to go to this pizza place, pay $20 for a pizza. And I'm just like, wow, you're fucking insane, you know? And they're always like, the cost of living, and it's so hard here. And I'm just like, well, you're always smiling. What's up with that? If it's so fucking horrible, it's the happiest state in the union, maybe y'all just don't know what you're fucking talking about. Oh, so I guess I could talk about Vermont. Fucking weak little bitches.
So they couldn't help you, and then you had to come back.
Yeah, so I was trying to make it work for my family, and then I was stubborn, and I said, like, hey, y'all go back. There was a dead body. There were meth heads, So I sent y'all back, and Cindy had the idea, like, I'll just beast it. I'll just, like, be a homeless man and, like, make a bunch of money and, like, make it work. I was being really stubborn. But that's the way I am. And I drove here in one day. I mean, I drove,
In one sitting. You didn't stop and rest.
Yeah, I didn't stop and rest.
Right.
I drove all the way from San Marcos, Texas. Not here. I drove there. I drove all the way from San Marcos, Texas to Vermont. Do you happen to know how many miles that is?
It's 2,000 miles.
That's 2,000 miles.
And you drove stopping only for drink and gas, not stopping to sleep. So it was pretty much 30 straight hours driving.
So it would have been easier if I just would have driven.
Yeah.
And not stopped.
Yeah.
Like if I had like a coffee machine, like giant
And like
thing.
a big gas tank.
Okay, so
that was pretty
So
cool.
it's roughly how many miles?
2,000 miles is the trip from San Marcos to Vermont.
I can't do math in my head because I need drugs to be a human. I don't know. I'm a drug user.
And we can blame that on your father.
Oh, my dad. When I was homeless for like a long ass time, right? You said 2,000
Yes.
divided by 70. So this is just like theoretically going 70 miles an hour the entire time. I don't know what I did. That's 28 hours. What? Fuck. I don't know. Okay, so it didn't work out, and I tried really hard. And anybody that knows me knows, like, that I hit the ground running. I did everything fucking possible, but I was getting butt fucked the entire time. I got lied, manipulated to,
Cheated out of money.
cheated out of money. Dude, before I left, I got robbed by a hostel. What a hostel is just like where a bunch of young kids and college kids like just go and like they can like be a part of some little community. I don't know. It's like a hotel community. So I paid for a bunk bed, which is made to house in a room that's made to house like 8 people per room. So they charged me like $50 to have a spot and an 8. That's insane. That's a lot of money for a bunk bed.
For a bunk bed. And
For a
then you
bunk
didn't
bed.
even stay.
Fuck no. They weren't even wearing shoes. They weren't wearing shoes. They were all young and they were all really, really happy. And I was fucking homeless and disgusted with the universe because I didn't have my baby. So I told the guy who I didn't know was the owner, but I told the guy that was at the front desk. I said like, hey man, you know, I'm from Texas, like, but I'm you know I'm cool, but like, it's kind of weird, and I'm not really comfortable sharing a room with 6, 7 other guys, so like, or girls, guys and girls, like, you know, so, and I don't want to talk to any, like, I don't, like, the reason I don't want to, I just, like, fuck this, so, I'm just gonna use the restroom, and I'm gonna sleep in my car, and so I had to pay, like, $50 to use the restroom 3 or 4 times, and I brushed my teeth once.
Yeah, so that didn't help your situation any.
And then when I asked the guy, I said, like, hey, I'm a homeless veteran.
Yeah.
I'm really, really fucked. I'm living in my car. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm running out of money. I have no money. Can I have my money back? Because you basically, and I worded it this way. I said, you basically charged me $50 to use the restroom 3 times. It's usually a service that's free. And he kind of smirked at me. It's because, like, yeah. You know, because, like, really, like, everybody just thinks, like, oh, everything's fine. Everything will work out. Like, la-da-da-da-da. $20 for pizza or, like, whatever. These people are so stupid. That's why the prices are so high for prepared foods. It's because people are just stupid. They're just like, I really want a pizza. I don't care that it's $30.
And why'd you get kicked out of this campsite? I thought that was great. It was a good setup.
I was finally like set up. I finally had a system. Everything was fine. I felt comfortable. I had my little spot. But it's not made for homeless people. It's made for rich Canadians. It's made for rich people from around the country. Nobody in Vermont's going to go to Shelburne Camping and camp. They're just going to step outside. I mean, all there is woods, and everybody's
So what
in
did
the
they
woods.
complain about?
That I was up all night, and I was up all night because I had no gear. I had no blanket. I had nothing to keep me warm. I didn't have a tent. I didn't have a sleeping bag. I didn't have fucking anything.
So
And
they complained because they were better than you, and you didn't belong there?
Yep.
And then they didn't want to give you your money
and
back?
when I explained to the guy, I said, like, hey, man, if you just want me to sit in my car, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, please don't make me homeless. Like, I'll do whatever you want. Nobody said anything to me. You didn't. How am I supposed to know there's a problem if you don't fucking tell me there's a problem? I was just sitting next to the fire, like, as close as I could just to stay warm, you know, because I had fucking nothing, you know. And he thought that was kind of funny, and he was just like, nah, fuck you.
But they took your money.
And he, yep.
They charged you, but you didn't stay that night. They kicked you out.
Oh yeah, they kicked me out prematurely. But that's fine. You know, I'm not a little bitch. But it did. I don't know. At least people here in Texas have been homeless, I guess, or understand that. Like, okay, I'm done.
We're good?
Auf Wiedersehen.